Do you get back pain when running on a treadmill? If you get back pain when running on a treadmill, then this video is for you. I'm Dr. Dave Candy, and in this video I'm going to tell you what can cause back pain when you're running on a treadmill and what you can do to run more comfortably without back pain. Now, if you find this video helpful, give it a like or thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you can get notified of our other future videos. So first of all, what causes back pain when running? There are a few different things that can cause it, but largely it's related either to too much hip extension, where your back's going back that way too much, or too much ground reaction force causing the joints of your spine to jam together as you're running from going up and down too much. So how do you fix those problems? Well, first, for the hyperextension problem when you're running, that can be caused by either having hip flexor muscles that are too tight. Your leg won't go far enough back behind your body, so your back has to take up that extra length. And I have some other videos that will show you how to stretch your hip flexors, but that's a really common problem that can cause back pain when running. The other part of that is weakness of the hip extensor muscles. That if you've got some tightness in the hip flexors and your hip extensors or glutes are too weak to overcome that, if it's easier for you to extend your back, that's what's going to happen. Your back extensor muscles are going to take over rather than your hip extensors, and you're going to do this when you're running or striding through rather than just moving back through the hip joint. Now, the other thing that helps keep you from doing this when you're running and hyperextending your back is your abdominal muscles. And if you can keep your abdominal muscles a little bit tight, run a little bit more forward, almost think like a sprinter goes forward, not straight up and down like that, you're going to help keep your spine in a more neutral position. You're going to stabilize the joints of your spine a little bit better. And it's going to make it easier for you to extend just at the hip rather than extending at the hip and the lower back. So that's the first reason why many people get back pain when running. The second reason why people get back pain when running is largely from the up and down forces that you get when you're running. That if you're going too high or taking too large of strides and getting too much up instead of across, then you're going to get more downward compression of the back. And when you land, particularly if you are in some hyperextension as well, that jams the joints into the back and the joints in the back together, and it doesn't feel really good when you do that. So by fixing some of the other problems, keeping your spine in a little bit more neutral position, leaning forward, getting more hip extension, you're going to take care of that problem as well. But the other thing is just to take shorter, quicker steps to avoid overstriding so that more of your energy is going horizontally rather than going vertically. Now, the other side note of that is that it might help your performance a little bit, that if you're not wasting as much energy going up and down this way and you're using more of your energy going across that way, you're going to be more efficient in your running. And especially if you're a distance runner, the more energy that you can save, the better you're going to perform at the end of your run. Now, the final thing that can cause back pain is too much twisting. So if you're twisting your arms like that too much, you're going to get too much twisting in your trunk and your back. And the joints in your back really weren't made to twist very well. They sit kind of inside each other like that, and when you twist, they just jam into one another. So if you can avoid over twisting with your arms when you run, pump more straight ahead rather than letting your arms swing side to side like that. It'll also help you avoid twisting when you're running, and help you prevent back pain when you're running as well. Now, if you get pain specifically in your back when you're running on a treadmill, usually it's the second problem, the too much up and down. That when you're on a treadmill, you do have a tendency to try to stay in place a little bit more rather than going forward. And if you either speed up the treadmill slightly or come back on the treadmill and then focus on taking those shorter, quicker steps, you're going to minimize that vertical displacement, and it'll help you to run more comfortably when you're on the treadmill. Additionally, if you have the option to go outside and it's nice enough that you don't have to run on the treadmill, that's probably another solution that's quick and easy and probably a little bit more fun. Let's face it, these things get kind of boring when you're running for a long period of time. So hopefully you found these tips helpful to help avoid back pain when you're running, whether it's over ground or running on a treadmill. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like or thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you can get notified of our other future videos. Thanks for listening and have a great day.